Mexico City is chaotic, dynamic, and home to over 20 million people. With most Mexicans on the move from 6 a.m, breakfast has to be more than a simple bowl of cereal. Here's how I make mine. Breakfast is my favourite meal of the day, and in Mexico they make a feast of it. Now forget your bacon and eggs, this one is so much better. Fried eggs, a spicy tomato sauce on a tortilla, it's sensational. So first of all we want to get the tomato sauce on, because that is really where lots of the flavour is going to come from. So in my pan I've got some lard and some olive oil. Lard gives this dish such amazing flavour, but if you're balking at it you can just use extra virgin olive oil and it will be delicious. So oil's in the pan, 1 onion chopped up, some garlic cloves and a red chilli. And the beauty of this tomato sauce is you just get it on, make yourself a cup of coffee, go back to bed if you feel like it, and it can just simmer away for about 20 minutes and then you can have a feast. So now the trick of this sauce is to have the heat on a medium to medium low flame, because we want to really cook those onions down. They want to go soft and translucent, and we're going to let all those sugars come out, and that's going to add real depth of flavour to the sauce. The onions are looking great, so it's time to add my tomatoes. 2 tins of plum tomatoes. I always like to buy plum, I think they're better quality. In they go. So I'm just breaking up my tomato on my wooden spoon so we get a lovely smooth sauce. Now, a bit more seasoning. Worcester sauce. Now you may not believe it, but in Mexico they have this everywhere and they call it salsa inglesa, and they love to add it for an extra bit of flavour. In that goes. And I always add a bit of brown sugar to my tomatoes because it really brings out their sweetness. Demerara for that lovely caramelly flavour. So my sugar brings out the sweetness. Now I need some herb in there. Now Mexico is full of incredible fresh herbs, and one of them they love to use in this particular breakfast is hoja santa. Now the hoja santa's got a wonderful anise flavour. I use tarragon instead, which really is dynamite in this sauce. So it's smelling great, that tomato sauce. Now I want to warm my tortillas through. I'm going to put a little olive oil in my pan. There we are. And now for the tortillas. Now they eat them all over Mexico and they're incredibly versatile. And my favourite ones are the ones made of corn because they've got a really great flavour. And all I want to do is warm them through, and warming them through will also make them lovely and soft for this breakfast. So there we are, 10 seconds on each side. And the beauty of these tortillas is you can make wraps with them, you can make quesadillas, enchiladas, anything you can put your imagination to. It's warmed through, and I'm going to slip that on my plate. Now I'm going to whack up the heat because I want my egg to really fry in this oil, and my mouth is watering already. Season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And my sauce is smelling great. And that's just the way I like it. My egg's going lovely and brown around the edges. I'm just going to spoon a little bit of olive oil over the top of it. And while my egg's finishing off cooking, I'm going to put my sauce on my tortilla, which is ready now and smelling great. And I just want a little bit of it on there. The egg. There it goes. Now a little bit of cheese. I like to use Lancashire, which is really like the queso fresco they use in Oaxaca, but you can use cheddar, a young pecorino, anything you want really. There it goes. A little bit of extra tarragon for colour and taste. That really is the breakfast of kings.